welcome to Hanged Man Tarot. I'm going to get into a reading. I need a little break from the celebrity readings. I like to get back into the ghosting and get back to general love readings. They're my first love. But I also very much am obsessed with the celebrity readings now. It's official. At first I was like, I think this is weird and lame. I don't think I'm doing tarot justice, but I really am vibing it now. Like I really am understanding everybody's connection to it. And I have a connection to it, quite honestly. Like ever since I was little, looking at the Star magazine in my mom's bathroom. Like I literally was obsessed with celebrities all the way till now. So I am right there with you in the galaxy of celebs. But it is nice to get back to the zodiac signs. I do very much enjoy that. So hopefully you enjoy the ghosted reading. We'll get into oracle reading and confirm everything through tarot. We're going to find out why the hell you got ghosted. But while you wait, I want you to go ahead, hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then you're going to push onto the bell. It's going to make it so that you get all of your notifications for Hangman Tarot. If I can keep my shit together here. Can I get my shit together? We'll see. Okay, so a couple announcements. The 5th through the 5th and 6th, I'll be doing the ghosting readings. That has already started, but that's in the process. On the 15th, general and love predictions will come out every month. And then we do have some exciting announcement news. It is announcement worthy. It does involve a ghost, but it's not a real ghost, okay? So you'll have to wait. But the big shebang will be in October, so that'll be exciting. Call me... Oy. Or the not friendly ghost. Hello, Mary Lee. Goodness. Listen, I don't think there's a friendly ghost. I don't think it's a thing. I just think that it's a blind, or I just feel like almost like you don't know how blessed you are, apparently, that you get ghosted. We don't, because there's always a reason for it. It's almost like God's design to save and protect, or we are just meant for something else. Hello, Gwendolyn, Mary, Kim, and Pete. I did say it. But you know what? You know what I further like is that we all knew. We all fucking knew. Like every single person knew that he was a booty call, if you will. And it just lasted a really long time. It was a 9-month booty call. I don't even think they dated, probably. It was probably a stunt. Goodness. Okay, I'm going to get into Aries ghosted. Hello. I'm going to get into this ghosted reading by Aries for Aries. All right. Again, hit subscribe. We do have a ghostly surprise upcoming here within the next week, and then next week probably. And then we'll enter Halloween with something really, really exciting. So I'll start dropping bombs here quickly. Okay. I'm going to get some oracle current reading. I want a current energy from our Aries zodiac sign. So we're going to find out what is going on with them. Okay. All right. So a little bit on the low side when it comes to compassion and love. If you're here and you're here for the ghosted reading, that's probably true to exactly what's going on for you. But currently in a place, you are feeling pretty confident. Your gifts, or the things that you're doing with your gifts, or the things that you're utilizing as far as your gifts or your intuition, your psyche, whatever that might be, I just feel like you could probably utilize it more, or you could use it in a better way maybe, but that is just kind of currently where you are at. Maybe you also didn't go with your gut feeling on something when you were ghosted, or when somebody quit talking to you, however that aligns with you. Oh, are you, Gwendolyn? Wonderful. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, so we do have a reason for the ghosting. Judgment card came out, so I feel like there was a realization on your ghost's behalf. Here we go. This could be an air sign. I'm sorry, my mouse just keeps flapping around here. This could be an air sign, could also be a water sign. I feel like there was a huge reason for this. This is definitely something of redemption or redeeming oneself or not. This was not by accident either. So whatever this was, this person was not being invited to shine, if that makes sense. So whatever they woke up to or realized, that is why they took off. Okay. It was a balanced situation, a balanced, back and forth type of relationship, could have been friendship. However you want to look at it, there was definitely some sort of harsh judgment, one or the other behalf. And so this person split. All right. Coolio. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so basically, that is the ultimacy. And I felt like kind of in the beginning, your current energy, you were ignoring how you felt. And this is definitely indicating that you were ignoring how you felt about the situation. It brought you less worry. And even though it is really a stressful moment between the two of you, or a stressful time just with them, down and out, with them ghosting, with them not talking, because emotionally they're not connecting, emotionally they are not expressing to you. But I feel like this is the calm before the storm. Okay. And there was troubles in the past anyway, and the harmony within the relationship was a little off balance, whether you knew it or not. It could have easily been balanced, but I feel like something damaging here, something uncaring, unkind, unconnected. I definitely feel like there's something going on as far as that. But as far as communication, it's like time to move ahead, but like there's like a back and forth because of the emotions. So there's definitely some sort of communication, but again, there's just a lot of troubles within kind of the past of the relationship or whatever you guys were doing. And I think that this has been kind of the calm before the storm because of whatever it is that, kind of moving through. Of course, there's always like a little bit of a calm, but I think the true motives are definitely known by the person. So the person split because there was an awakening, there was an eye opening, a realization of something happening to them or with you both. Yep. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. All right. What is really surrounding this ghosting? 4 cups up, moon reverse. Okay, so around what was realized or what was going on, just kind of the true motives of the situation or the relationship, everything that was underneath the surface kind of arising is just this insecurity, kind of looking and losing touch here with reality, okay? I feel like there was definitely some sort of a dishonesty or no longer seeing the actual facts or information in the story or in the situation, the relationship between the two of you. And I feel like there definitely could be some assessing, but before the person dipped, they definitely looked over the situation. They were like, should I not? Like, what's going on? They definitely tried to do their homework, if that makes sense, okay? I also think that seeing all of the truths again is super important with this 4 of cups in upright, seeing, having some sort of a reflection, giving you some sort of picture that maybe you didn't see or they didn't see. They just knew that there was something here they couldn't acknowledge. They couldn't touch it or grasp it. They couldn't explain it if they tried. That's just kind of where this was at. So likely outcome here. We got 8 of cups upright, 10 of pentacles. That is in upright. Queen of Swords reverse. Okay. So whatever happens here, there is changed feelings, okay? This is the end of a relationship. This is the ending, and I don't think there's ever going to be turning back, okay? Because the only thing that actually holds you back from moving away from this person is the fact that you maybe have a little bit of work to do on yourself. I feel like maybe there's just too much focus on this ghost. I think you definitely could see a little bit further into your feelings if you were allowing the truth to kind of align within you. Okay. I do feel like you're going to have a good life. There's a lot of security and stability around you as far as financials, your money bag. You are going to be coming to the ending of a cycle here as far as your business or whatever it is that you do for work. And it's not in your traditional sense, whatever it is that you're doing. But the wealth there, I think it's very secure. I don't think there's anything going on as far as that. But I do think that changed feelings here. Is this good for you? Is this good for them? Where are you two at? So I think seeking a truth and seeking the solution is super important. And all of the things that kind of hold you back in this ghosting situation is kind of like surrounding yourself and involving yourself in things you're not aware of, and really just aligning with the fact that you hold back within your life when you hold on to somebody who doesn't matter to you. Okay? All right, let's move on. Aries, Taurus. We have Taurus. Taurus. Moving forward, good luck, Aries. Please hit subscribe when you check out. I'll see you on the flip side. See you on the flip side. I wonder. All right. Thanks, Jim Virgo. All right, Taurus, let's find out what's going on with you little bull. You little bull in a china shop. You're absolutely welcome. You sillies. I haven't done jack crap to myself. I just got out of bed. I got some coffee, and here I am, okay? Been momming all morning. Ugh. All right, here we go. One more shuffle, Taurus. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, what it is that we need to know, what is it that we can kind of peek inside and see. Why was Taurus ghosted? Well, you probably felt it. You probably definitely were not listening, though, okay? So you're kind of low in energy when it comes to intuition or kind of like that knowing. You kind of were aware, okay? So there definitely was some flags here. And I feel like you just probably, you would have needed more quiet time for this to actually kind of play out. But your imagination runs away with you, and you kind of like get in this set mode where you're like, okay, this is going to be a Cinderella story, or this is going to be, you know, where Prince Charming wins the prince in the end, whatever it might look like or be like, you definitely be falling into that and you get stuck there. Okay. I do feel like, probably need to cleanse almost. Like, I feel like somebody or something there's a block. Now this could have a block on your intuition, clairvoyance, the third eye stuff. I definitely feel like if you were to cleanse or you were to take care of yourself in self-care ways of your energy, I think that you would rid of that. Okay. And then protect your energy, protect yourself, your body and your mind, you know, because people be creepy. People be creepy out there. So you got to, you know, protect yourself, honey. Protect yourself, sugar. All right, here we go. Now, in the tarot reading, it should confirm why you are feeling that way currently or why you're in that space, okay? Okay. It's weird because I feel like you definitely thought that this was something that you were going to be proud of. I feel like you thought maybe your wishes had come true. You probably thought you stepped into some sort of, you know, lovey yum yum fulfillment, but you did not. Okay. There was definitely a dip. And the reason for that is because the old mental habits of this person, who could be a water sign, they could even be a fire sign. But I definitely feel like there's signs of not wanting to give up old mental habits or old things that are not good for them. But specifically, they were trying to invest and work with you in this way, Taurus. And I think that they thought there was just too much sacrifice, maybe a static in the relationship. I definitely feel like just getting into the relationship, a new beginning, maybe they thought it was a little boring for them, for their taste, however that runs. They definitely had two paths. So they had other options. And this was not like lack of another person. They definitely were dealing with somebody else. So there was a triage or some sort of a cheating situation. So of course you would grow bored. Of course you would become static. Of course they would, Taurus. That's just how it is. Now we must move forward. Let's find out the influences around the situation. Got Temperance reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse also. So there was another person. This is probably that water sign, Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person gives them less worry. And it's almost like something that they can't like ignore the feeling that this person gives them. So they just kind of moved back to that. Okay. More or less, I mean, the less hassle, you know, sometimes new is not the greatest. Sometimes, you know, going back to the old stuff or, you know, staying in those old mental habits creates a place of familiar. And that's where this has placed this person. So they went back to something that they know that doesn't make them uncomfortable in any sense of the word. As far as like trying to get to know the person, like it's a new, some people don't like that new stuff or whatever it might be, or adjusting in relationships. I do feel like you might have been giving too much away. Obviously, there was definitely some sort of off balance. So somebody was pouring more into this cup than the other person. So I feel like you definitely were very eager. You were reaching out too much, giving too much. I definitely feel like somebody here in no manner cared as much as you. So that was definitely them. But again, you are dealing with a water sign or a fire sign. Could it be an Aries in specific? But then they're dealing with a water sign themselves. Okay. Wanted to make that known. What is the likeliness of this happening or coming back around, or this person picking up the phone once again? Yada. All right. So there's something challenging here. There is trouble in this relationship. There is trouble and insecurity in this relationship. Now, this could be the relationship that the two of you had or the one that they're dealing with now as of now. Okay. So there's like egos and they're clashing. So it's kind of a competition, if you will, or some, you know, rival. Definitely kind of like, I don't know. It's very weird. It's very strange, especially if it's like in a love ship. Like that's weird to me, but whatever. Just make sure you're on point. You need a little bit of a break. Maybe just dealing with people and maybe just really focusing on the, you know, the money bag. Just focus on your bank account and make sure that whatever you're doing, all this work that you do, make sure it is looking shiny and good. Okay. And move forward with that. Make all of your things, all of the things that you do, put all the energy that you put into all of this shit, make sure that it fucking rocks so that you can make some coins for that. Okay. And again, this was just very wishful thinking. I think that again, with the imagination of like wanting this to actually work, you put on expectations or thoughts of like what this might be. Even if this was, you know, the speaking of this other person, hey, this is going to be this way. And then you were like, okay, it's going to be this way. And then all of a sudden it wasn't. And then it was gone. That's definitely some sort of wishful thinking that it would, you know, come about again. But it would definitely be wishful thinking with another conversation with this person or contacting this person again. I would say no, only because this person has another person. So when you find that type of shit out, you bounce. Bounce like a basketball. Okay, moving in. Gemini. Let's get into Gemini. All right. Good luck with that, Taurus. Please continue to, you know, go hit subscribe, of course. And please continue to work through that, get through that ghosting situation. All right. All right. This is going to be current energy. We're going to find out the current energy of Gemini, and we'll see if it aligns with the tarot reading, just kind of confirming and just mixing it all together, getting a really nice reading out of it. Here we go. All right, let's see what Gemini is up to as of right now. Okay, they're working with their intuition, definitely. Trying to use that clairvoyance, maybe psychic, maybe they're just really in a positive place with it, using it for good energy, lacking confidence. And I feel like that sensual side is lacking also. So a little low in energy when it comes to your sensual side, definitely. And confidence, of course. Getting ghosted definitely hurts the confidence. It really fucks up the self-esteem, doesn't it? It sucks. It's almost like a mental illness. It almost feels like that, right? Because you're like, I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, shit. All right. You are in energy, good energy, high energy, up energy, spiritually, just trying to deal with some wisdom stuff, maybe just rooting into that deep courage to really use that intuition, really using and working with that magic that you've been gifted from the gods above. All right, let's confirm that. We're going to find out what's going on as far as why Gemini got ghosted. I could tell you a million reasons why Gemini got ghosted, but I won't. Here we go. All right, darlings. Okay, so there was a misuse of power, and this is definitely why whoever was around you bounced, okay? This person could be another air sign. Nothing was really as what this person thought something specific, whoever bounced on you, okay? Whoever took a dip into the ghost pool, they really thought that this was going to be something other than what it is, okay? And it's kind of like you might have exaggerated or said things were a little more positive than they actually are. You might have been like, you know what? Everyone's happy here. And actually nobody fucking is happy. And so then all of a sudden this person's like, where's the happy people? Well, that's what happened, okay? And this was definitely something that was kind of a very easy balance between the two of you. But again, this is kind of the calm before the storm. So you're feeling a little calm, you're feeling calm energy. And again, it could come back. Their communication from this person could come back to you for sure. Because if you're not going to move forward or move ahead, you're definitely going to stay in that energy. So this person could definitely come back and talk, could talk at you for sure. But I feel like they wanted you to come at them in your truth, in who you are, all of who you are. Okay. And I feel like there was a deep inward power that was just kind of being used for the wrong reasons, if that makes sense. Let's move forward. Let's find out what's going on around it. What influenced this abuse in power? Okay. So this person was like, yo, you're an asshole. Because this, and this. That's why they ghosted. They ghosted because you used whatever role you play in somebody's life as a power. Whoa, weird. All righty. So what was kind of surrounding this was that there was cheating and there was some sort of a triage. Now, this doesn't mean cheating in the sense of sexual. It could even mean something that you're passionate about. Maybe you like arcade games. You played them too much. However this is, whatever you were doing, there was a lack of counter love or a lack of counter energy put into this relationship. So it wasn't being passed back and forth like a normal relationship would have. And there was also a lot of impulsions and definitely some immature attitude from them or you, depending on how this aligns for you. Okay. And I am hearing addictions, of course, and that would create some instability, impulsive actions. And I definitely don't think that they were very welcoming of that, only because they probably don't have the same ideas on those types of things as you do. Okay, let's get into a likely outcome of this situation and ghosting. And if they're going to come back, are they going to come back? Yeah, this other person could have been an earth sign. They could have been fire sign or air. Very nice. Okay, likely outcome here. Okay, so we got our 7 of Cups upright, King of Pentacles in reverse, as well as our 9 of Cups upright. Okay, so likely outcome here is there's going to be a lot to say when there is a conversation. So just trying to express back and forth, just really wanting, to get your ducks in a row here. I feel like you're almost like you were proud of the work in this relationship, but it was like, is this going to work out? And this is something that is going to come back to a convo. This could be a phone call. It could be a blip in the radar. It could be freaking email, however they contact you or however you contact them. Okay. I feel like they probably aren't coming towards you. Okay. And it's just been, the likely outcome is just like a tough choice. This has been a tough choice. And I feel like almost like, maybe something of deception might come out, maybe you or them. And just likely there will be you be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to take a risk. You need to fall in love. And when you fall in love, it's going to be when you slow down to fucking do it. Okay. So you'll have enough time and nothing else will distract you from this love situation or this relationship. Okay. Not even the mind, honey. Not even the mind. All right, Gemini, please go ahead, hit subscribe if you would, please, and thank you. I will talk to you soon. All right, let's get into it for Cancer. Getting into our Cancer, why did we get ghosted? Here we go. All right, let's get into your current energy, Cancer, finding out all that we can currently, just kind of that first surface layer of vibes. We are going to confirm that with our tarot card reading as far as getting ghosted. Again, let this align with you however it does. I'm not here to be the judge and jury of that. I'm not here to be, you know, steering you into a storyline. Make sure that you pick your storyline and let it resonate wherever you feel it, okay? And if you don't get anything from here, please find somebody that you can align with. All right. All right, Cancer. So there's definitely a lack of communication or any kind of truth, whatever that might be as of currently. So maybe just dealing with this ghosting situation, of course, and lack of stimulation or any kind of like spiritual activation or energy or whatever it might come across as. I definitely feel like you're a little low in energy when it comes to that. There is some trust stuff here also. Trust stuff. We've got some honesty stuff and innocence. So almost like a unicorn. It's like you're the special one out of every single one of them, whatever that means. But you're really high in innocence, honesty, and truth as well. So let's get into your tarot card reading. Let's find out what the hell that means, okay? Let's find out. Let's do it. Let's do 2 more. God, it's just the calm before the storm for everybody, isn't it? Isn't it? All right. So I feel like this person took off because there's definitely some sort of issues that this person has been kind of sitting on. And this is probably somebody you might have been dealing with for a bit. This could be an air sign. Could be, yeah, Libra in specific. Okay. So whoever this person is, they were ready to just move the fuck on, basically, is kind of how they were feeling. I feel like they definitely were wanting, you know, some sort of harmony in this relationship or some sort of balance or for you to come together. But the communication is the issue. So there was definitely some troubles in the past and the harmony was off because of these issues. Okay. I know that you feel like the balance here and the efforts that you put into this, it's just like all for what, you know, of course, we always feel kind of like frustrated and very much over the situation, but don't feel hard to love. I feel like with this 8 of Swords in an upright position, I feel like when we take off the blindfold and we see the fucking situation, we're like, nobody will love me. Like nobody will love me, but that's not fucking true. That's just true for this person. And they should have did you a little more justice by, you know, not just walking out and not just talking to you, but this is going to end in a breakup or it has ended up in a breakup. But I feel like it's almost like you're in that innocence. You were very truthful. You're very honest. So kind of confirming that current reading. Again, I just feel like the efforts here has brought a lot of shame on you, and it's a very lonely feeling. So I understand completely. Let's get into the influences surrounding kind of these past issues. So there could have been a marriage here. This could have been a long-term or a fully committed relationship for sure. This person was just kind of like losing touch of the whole relationship. Okay. They were missing a lot of pieces here, whether or not you had given them pieces or not. You were being honest. You were being truthful. Now, again, if this aligns the other way and you know you lying ass and that person's honest, then that's where it aligns. But as for now, I'm Team Cancer at this moment. So making sure that you reflect or like kind of assess what was actually going on. And you might have already been like going back and forth trying to really figure out what the hell or where the hell you went wrong. Okay. And I do feel like you guys were fully committed. You were on the same page or you thought you were, and now you're not even in the same book. I get that. There could have even been a wedding between the two of you or like thoughts of it maybe. Let's find out likely outcome or likely phone call, maybe a conversation, however that runs. We got our 3 of Swords reverse, 3 of Pentacles reverse, Emperoress, Arribas. Okay, so I know that this might put you in a place of almost like you're just kind of fucking over it, okay? You were very motivated by this person when somebody's your lover or your human or your person, you're like very motivated by them. And as of right now, yes, your heart may be out of touch, but the likely outcome of that kind of turning around, of course, is, you know, through growth, it'll change. You could even be a mother, or you guys might have had kids together, or maybe this was somebody that had kids or vice versa. There was a mother in the situation though, or a mother role. And I feel like this person just really cared a lot about what other people thought, or they had kind of an obsession with things that aren't in the present moment. And they were kind of always like looking forward to something else. And they were very fixed on the financials of the game. And you guys could have had some sort of financial gains together, but I don't think that they made a ton of money, perhaps. And with acceptance and with focus on you, nothing can knock you down worse than what's already been there. So you've already walked through the shit. You already know where you're supposed to go with this. I don't think it's going to have that big of an effect after you have dealt with it for a minute. Okay. So fuck them. Fuck them. All right. Please go ahead, Cancer, go hit subscribe when you check out. Making sure to not give a shit what's going on with that person. I would keep it moving forward. You cannot study that no more. You cannot. You will turn into that. All right, let's get into our next reading. What do we got next? We got Leo. I think we got Leo, so we'll get into them. All right. Again, I'm going to do this current energy. Of course, I want to find out what is going on currently with Leo. Let's find out all that we can. Leo, lucky Leo. Here we go. All right. Do you have red hair? I feel like all these beautiful Leo women have red hair. Sort of. It's like, no, I have brown hair. Not red at all. Oh, beautiful. All right, let's find out currently where you're at. Strawberry blonde. It is. Wow. Here we go. Okay. You currently are in a place of working on the breath, honey. So breath is your jam. It's your sacred everything. It's your cosmic consciousness. This is it. That is where you are currently. You definitely are in a place of balance, especially when it comes to the elements in your life, especially spiritually. You're very much into behavior patterns or behavior issues or flags. I definitely feel like the ability to be psychic or to be intuitive or, pick up on things that other people are feeling or thinking or whatever it might be, you're definitely vibing this. Okay. The only thing I see low in energy is creation. Now this could go all the way from like you're burnt out, you need to slow down, whatever that might look like for you. You definitely need to slow down a little bit for you and maybe protect yourself energetically because you are so inclined to be open to energy and other people's energy. Picking up on that, it's going to tire you out. So make sure to do some of that yummy energy work so that you can take care of yourself in that way. Okay. Especially if you're going to be creating, you're going to need to have a break. Okay. And then all that, all that creation energy will flow right on in. It's a very strange feeling. It happens out of nowhere. Or you could be working on creating a baby. Who the hell knows? You could be working on anything. But it is low in energy, so make sure that you check in with yourself energetically, even, of course. All right. We'll find out more, though. It did fly off. That's what I was thinking. It's the first one today. All right. Your person, air sign, or it could be water or earth sign. Your person was misusing their power. Of course, they felt like they were very firm in what it is that they were, trying to communicate or convey. They might have not even communicated something with you, but whatever was deep on the inside was fuming. Okay. So whatever this person was dealing with, I feel like definitely they might have thought it was kind of like standing up for themselves or standing up to you even. Maybe you guys had like a little bit of a conversation before they left and whatever. They literally think that their deep wounds are the reason being. So basically they were trying to communicate something. They feel like whatever they believe in or their truth is the truth. Okay. So they're so firm in it that they're unaware of other truth. Okay. And again, if this aligns the other way, that's where it's at. But I have to be behind Leo on this because this is their reading. Yeah. And you kind of thought that you thought this was going to work out. You were very confident in that. You definitely thought, everything was kind of coming true. All these, wish thoughts, dreams of like finally matching with somebody or being with somebody you can stand or, being with someone who you align with, somebody who, I don't know, can show you exactly like why they're good enough for you. Like this is a Leo, we're talking about. So like you guys are definitely in that place where you're like, okay, show me your goods. Like where are we at? Like show me how like amazing you are. Tell me how good I am too at the same time. Okay. Cause I need that. Okay. There's some reckless spending too. And this might be because it's reckless because it probably wasn't their money bags. So somebody was, dipping in the money bag probably too. An ability to relax for sure. This person, they cannot rest. They cannot heal. But again, that could be you too, since they've left. There may be a guard up. You may have some blocks up and you're like, I don't want to deal with this, in turn, making things feel a little low. And it's just, this wasn't what you thought it was going to look like. The things influencing this around the situation, 7 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. All right. Okay. So they were dedicated to basically, I don't want to say it. I just don't think they're who they say they are. Okay. I definitely feel like there's some sort of deception. Now, this could be a love deception. It could be, again, they work too much. Maybe that money bag was theirs and maybe they recklessly spent and they were working a ton and you were like, you're cheating on me. And they're like, no, it's a bunch of money. And then you broke up or whatever. But I feel like they definitely had their energy focused, not on you. Does that make sense? I don't want to like align it with something real specific, but there is love cards here and financial. That's pretty much it. So physical, something to touch. I mean, this person was not dumb. They were a smart individual. They definitely knew how to run their money or their bank account, maybe to add it up. I don't know. I mean, or maybe they just spent your money and their energy was focused on your money. Again, however, this kind of resonates with you, but just know that there was options here. Also, there could have been other options. And I feel like there was just a lot of wishful thinking when it comes to tough choices. Now, this person kind of making or creating a choice here. And it was just overwhelming. There was an overwhelming and there was a dip. There was a goodbye. But I don't know how much they communicated that with you. Likely outcome or a phone call. God damn. Knight of Wands reverse. Page of Pentacles upright. 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Likely outcome here is that the focus on the gain or the focus on the money is just not creating a change. Okay. And the likely outcome is that's kind of what you were wanting. Okay. I feel like there was passion here. The sex might have been good, but it is an unstable relationship. It might have been hot and wild and reckless and exciting, but that's just not where we're at. Okay. The frustrations was causing lots of delays anyway in your life. So something kept kind of like interrupting and it felt like almost like you couldn't get anywhere. And that has a lot to do with it. It's just like not really paying attention to the fact there might be a person in your life who really holds you back. Okay. And doing like all sorts of voodoo on you that you're unaware of. And they don't even know they're doing it. It's just those thoughts really have an effect on others and yourself. So likely outcome is just don't take on an unrealistic view here. I feel like you shouldn't move towards the matter. And I don't think that your Leo-ness has the ability to do that. So if there is communication or talking, it would not be because of you. Okay. Again, you're not going to be like You're not taking a risk. Nothing unrealistic, please. Just move forward, move on and up. All right, Leo. I hope that aligns with you in some way. If it doesn't, please again find another that it aligns you with, or just enjoy the reading. Please go ahead, hit subscribe if you would when you check out, or enjoy the rest of these readings if you stay. I totally forgot to write down timestamps. Yay. Okay. Let's get into our Virgo. Virgo. I know a few Virgos. I sure do. Virgos. They're special. Special. Their focus is on your money. What does that say? I need to put up my thing. I'm getting old as fuck because I can't see shit. There we go. Wait, is that work? Oh my God, I made you bigger. Okay. I literally cannot read. You are welcome, Mary. Mary Lee Delate. Delate? Mary D. Delate. I feel like that says something. That's a tongue twister. Jim Virgo. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. It's already starting. All right. So currently in a place of misinformation. So I feel like there is a lot of potential around you and you could evolve, but there's a lot of people surrounding you, or people who you think are of importance, or who feel of importance to you, who you look up to maybe, or who you just think are guiding you. There's tons of information that is misleading, or is maybe a little low in energy, or is just not for your highest self. Yes. Yep. Yikes. Well, I'm sorry about that. Nobody should be looked at for their money. I think we all do it though once in a while. Not like that though. That's, yeah, a little bit much. All right. So we are on Virgo. We are finding out currently just in a place again of some misinformation. You have a lot of potential. You have a lot of things that you have going for you, especially currently. So making sure to check in with oneself and just don't just inhale everything. Always try to figure out if these are facts or if they're not. Okay. There is some imagination going on also currently in your reading, and it is in your energy as of right now. So I feel like you kind of allow the mind to wander. So that would make sense also. And I definitely feel like there's currently you're in a place of rebirth or transformation, or maybe in a release. But I definitely feel like you need some quiet time, maybe some time out from anybody around you who might be speaking, negative information, if that helps. I don't know. But I feel like you're open to receiving almost all information right now. So if you take some quiet time, especially during a moment of shift or transformation, please do that. Hopefully it helps. Right. Awesome. So unfortunate. Here we go. All right, Virgo. Why did you get ghosted? You can even be ghosted at your house. Let's say you got a man or a woman at home or whatever, and you're like, this person's energy has shifted or this person's energy has changed. This is ghosting. This is a form of it. It's like very much affecting the mind or what you're doing daily. So you're always like, what's going on? This person's like, nothing, I'm fine. And they're not. And you know it and you feel it. Okay, so somebody is a very, very, very obsessed with some information here. And I feel like this person was just kind of a bossy person anyway. They are leaving, or they ghosted because they have some information that they're literally, it's like they care a lot about how everybody looks at them or perceives them. And so they carry so much information with them, and they care a lot about other people's opinions on those things. Okay. This is lack of growth, lack of change. This is definitely not something that is like tangible. It doesn't make any sense. But I feel like they definitely have quite the attitude, darling. They are a fire sign or an earth sign, but there's two paths that this person could take. Okay. This person that you're dealing with is definitely it's putting you in a place where you're feeling like a lack of trust. You're like, what's going on? I don't feel like the Zaza Zoo anymore. I feel like you have options. I feel like you're going somewhere. What's happening? There could even be kind of a triage situation. So this person could have even put you in a situation where there's 3 people and it has you fucking all fighting or whatever, or it has one of you dipping or 2 of you or whatever it might be. This come out in anything to do with your work or love. But this person has definitely your counterpart or your human has withdrawn their energy. Okay. Yeah. All right. What are the things that are surrounding this situation? Alrighty. So whatever this is, this person just doesn't want to slow down to actually feel things or to feel in love or to have emotion. Is this 15 days no contact? You don't want him to go 1 day without you. Fuck him. If he does come back, you ground him, okay? Take away some of his rights. Don't just take that man in. Anyway, please go ahead. Yes. Okay. So I do feel like this person is afraid to really take a risk here, Virgo. I think that whoever this person is, it's almost like they don't want to fall in love with you. They are good with whatever it is that they're doing. Okay. But the dipping or the withdrawing of energy is definitely something almost like you need to deal with. Okay. Because, better has knocked you over. Okay. You really need to find acceptance of your own self. Focus on you from now on. Fuck all that shit. Like all of this stuff is ridiculous. So I feel like if this person's afraid to take a risk with you, it's just like, there is no reason to wait around at all. I mean, this would have no effect on you if you had some sort of acceptance for yourself or, you had that confidence on the inside. And like me, I lack a little confidence sometimes. And I have to remind myself that I'm okay and that people, just aren't for me. Like, that's just what it is. Like, there's nothing else we can do about it. But I feel like this would have no effect on you if you were a little bit more focused on you. Yeah, just kind of deal with, the things that you need to deal with at the moment. And if this person comes back, they'll come back because you're not coming at them. Okay. So what is the likely outcome of this scenario? And will they have a conversation again? This person again could be fire, earth. Okay, so this person is going to try and come back. Again, they have fear of commitment. Like the outcome is that they don't feel the same. They're very biased though. And there's a power struggle between the 2 of you. So I feel like one of you is playing too much. One of you is just playing too much, okay? And this would have a lot going for it, this relationship. I feel like this definitely could have a lot of going for it. Maybe. But they're going to come back with determination. They're coming back. They're going to be focused. So let's restart, baby. That's kind of where they're coming from. Let's restart. I'm better now. I'm capable. I'm here. I'm powerful. I'm in charge. New beginning on the way. So it's up to you whether or not you say yes to this. Is looking like you might. And again, this could have something to do with the thoughts of wanting this to happen, kind of drew it back in. Or this person just got their senses back. And they're like, I love my Virgo. I got to stay with my Virgo. All right, Virgo, please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please. And thank you. Go. Oh, sugar honey boo child. I love it. I love it, you guys. Okay, I am going to take a break. I will be back with the rest of the zodiac signs and why the hell they got ghosted. We're going to find out Libra all the way to, where are we going on to Libra? Yeah, Libra all the way to Pisces. So I will get the rest of these out at the end of the day. But other than that, I hope that you all enjoyed these ghosted readings all the way from Aries to Virgo. Other than that, please hit subscribe, click that bell if you would, please and thank you. And if you would, go ahead, share, like, and follow on your social media. Check out my social media. It'll be in the details below. And if you have a celebrity request or a comment or a question about the reading or hangman, just go ahead and leave it over in the comment section or get a hold of me at any of those social media platforms. Other than that, I hope that you all have a really beautiful Saturday. Bye, you guys.